Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine. I am a sophomore at UNC Charlotte, and I decided I should record a tips video for incoming freshmen so then they know what they should do. And I feel like it's just beneficial because when I went into school, I didn't really know what to expect and what was the best path for me. So I feel like my tips will help you in a type of way, but if it didn't, that's okay. But if it did, make sure you give me a like and a subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so I have probably recorded this video 4 times already, but I just wanted to make a list of all the tips and useful ideas and knowledges that I would have known about going into freshman year at UNC Charlotte. And so I wrote it all out and stuff. It's my daily workout. But, so if I look down, that's what I'm looking at. So I think the first tip that I wanted to mention was to be yourself. Everyone going into college is new. Everything is new to them. You don't really know the campus, you don't know a lot of people, and so you want to find your group of people. And to do that, you gotta be yourself. Because would you want to be friends with someone who isn't themselves, or if they're fake or something? No. So I feel just being yourself, you'll be able to find friends and find people who you can really connect to. The second one would be getting involved. Getting involved in clubs around campus, joining a sorority, a frat, those are so many good ways on making friends. And also just being in your classes, turning around, saying hi to a neighbor, or just branching out inside your class. You can make so many good friends like that. And when you're in class, you can get someone's number in case you can't make it to class, or if you missed a day of notes or something, you can ask them for notes and stuff. Grades really do matter, and studying does as well, because you want to be the best you can at school. It doesn't matter, because C's do get degrees, you know. And I feel not a big deal if you miss a party to study, because there's parties every weekend. There's always darties every weekend or whatever if it's the right season. The next one would be having a pair of shoes specifically for parties. So my pair of shoes are my Air Force Ones. They're pretty old, pretty beat up as well. And then I also wear my Doc Martens because if they get muddy, I can just wipe it off and it's perfectly fine. But they do get dirty, so just keep in mind of that. Also, when you're looking for classes, use Rate My Professor, because that was literally a lifesaver for me. I was able to avoid teachers who didn't really grade us fairly, or they were just really strict, and you can tell if they have an attendance policy, because people on Rate My Professor will rate that professor and say if their class was hard, if they had a lot of homework, if you need a textbook, and if attendance was mandatory. So it's just good to know what each teacher is before you pick one to be your professor. Another one would be switching out your seasonal clothes. So I made the mistake of bringing all my summer clothes to school because it was summertime, but then when it was fall time I had to go home, grab fall clothes, but then I forgot to bring my summer clothes home. So then it was just so much clothes in my closet, in my wardrobe, and it would not hold, and I would have to put it in my 2 luggages on top of my closets and stuff. Less is enough. If you think you have too much, you probably will. You don't really if you want to go all out on decorations, that's understandable, but don't bring knickknacks, because if there isn't a point to them, don't bring it. Unless it's decorations, then that's valid. Don't bring a lot of shoes. You really only need a pair of heels for dress up stuff, dressy stuff, a pair of business casual shoes, and a pair of tennis shoes for the gym, working out and stuff, and 2 regular shoes. I don't know. I would stick with my Air Force Ones, my Docs, but I brought too much shoes last semester and I had no space for them. I ended up selling a couple of pairs. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I think the first week of school I got lost almost every single day, and I'd have to go up to strangers and be hey, do you know how to get to Row Hall? Or if I had other people in my class and I was talking to them, I'd be hey, what class are you going to next? Do you think you could help me go to a specific building? Because I'm so bad at directions. And the library might be big and scary, but it's also a really, really good place to study. There's chairs that have their own desk, and it's secluded, so it's big and up, so it's you're just by yourself. and it's just like a really good way to study. And if you didn't study a lot in high school, you should probably start in college, because studyings will help. Like, I didn't study at all in high school, but then going into college, like, studying like saved my butt. And probably the last tip that I have is to go onto the UNC Facebook page of class of 2023, because there's a lot of sophomores like trying to sell their old textbooks, and since you're a freshman, you're gonna need some textbooks for your gen ed classes, and like a bunch of sophomores will be trying to sell all their textbooks, so you can just get like a cheaper deal on those used textbooks instead of going to the bookstore or going on Amazon to buy them. And I think the last one would be to have fun. Like, a lot of people say like, oh, don't party too much, but like if you can balance your partying and school, like I think that should be fine, but just know that studying should come above partying. But it's just nice to like go out and hang out with your friends and stuff. Make sure you explore the city, because that's what I did like my first couple of months, and I had so much fun, took so many photos. Noda, so pretty. It's so pretty. So if that's all I have, and you guys really like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any more questions, just reach out onto my socials or leave a comment below and I'll try to answer them. Okay, thank you.